Gary's heading to the nearby Guildhall archive, which holds some of the school's old records.
I didn't expect Thomas to be the son of a gardener. I thought he might have come from perhaps a more well-to-do background, which suggests he must have been reasonably academic. I'd like to know whether he actually went to Christ's Hospital, what kind of relationship he had with that school. There must have been something. I think I should investigate the school. Oh no, the Old Bailey. Oh, we're turning right, thank heavens. I'll stand another one. Go back to the courts.
At the Guildhall, Gary's meeting Christ's Hospital archivist, Elizabeth Bridges.
Elizabeth, what have you got for me here?
Well, we've got the original petition, an application form for the school, that Thomas Billingham's father sent in for a place at Christ's Hospital.
Oh, so he was a pupil?
He was a pupil, and he would have been quite a little boy going in, aged 8.
23rd of March, 1798, the humble petition of Thomas Billingham, gardener. That the petitioner had a wife and 2 children to provide for, and having little else than his own industry to depend on, it is with difficulty he supports himself and family. Therefore, he humbly beseeches your worships in your usual pity and charity to distressed men to grant the admission of one of the said children named Thomas Billingham, there to be educated and brought up among other poor children. So was it a special sort of school that looked after kids that weren't that wealthy, or...?
Yes, Christ's Hospital was founded in 1552 as a school to educate poor and orphan children in London. Hospital was a word meaning a charitable institution which housed and maintained the needy.
Okay. Compulsory education wasn't introduced until the late 19th century. So when Thomas was growing up, many children couldn't read or write. Formal education was then a privilege, enjoyed only by the sons of the gentry, whose families could afford to pay for it. The chance of a good education was largely determined by your rank at birth. So bright but poor boys had little opportunity for proper schooling.
I presume in this day and age, there are a lot of poor people with children. Why was Thomas so special? Why did he get it?
If you turn the page, we'll find a clue about how he got in. We see another name appearing here.
Edward King. Who's Edward King?
Well, Edward King was Thomas Billingham's senior's employer. Thomas Billingham Senior was his gardener.
Oh, really?
And Edward King was a lawyer and an author, and he obviously had quite a close bond with the Billingham family.
And he's looked after his little lad. Saw something in him, do you think?
Saw something in him, maybe. Saw that little Thomas was a bright boy who deserved an opportunity, a life-changing opportunity. And he was Thomas Jr.'s benefactor. He paid for him to receive an education at Christ's Hospital.
Wow, at the age of 8 he went there.
Yes.
So it's a really big break for him.
A very big break, yes, very much so.
A good chap, Edward King.
Yes, good chap.
I trust we're not here for a family wedding. What have you got for me?
We're not here for a family wedding today, but 160 years ago, we could have been at...
Presenting the evening's edition of Match of the Day.